time. That's crazy. That's crazy. I've been sitting here this whole time talking, thinking that I've been live. Like, I don't know how many times I done came on here. That's crazy. Can you see me now? Hold on, let me go. Okay, now I'm live, right? Okay, that's crazy. Y'all, I'm so slow. I'm retarded. But if anybody has used this, then it's so many steps. So that's why I'm sitting here this whole time thinking that I'm live. I'm like, I'm just waiting for somebody to come in here, sitting here talking to my daughter and stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna share it on my other channel. Okay, I'm gonna share it on my other channel. Thank you, Cartier. I'm sorry, Molly. I've been sitting here this whole time, y'all, and I scheduled it I don't know how many times. So, y'all, and I'm running out of time. I gotta hurry up. Okay. All right, but we'll still be on here. I do gotta get off at 12:30, so we still got some time to talk and do what we need to do and everything. And I appreciate y'all for being patient with me as usual. Jesus. Okay, let me share this. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, y'all. So let me hey Sam, I am. Let me hurry up because I think once these comments go up, then I lose them. So Molly's been in here. Thank you so much, babe. Hey Tiffany, Cartier, Yolanda. Hey boo. Let me see. Hi Paige. Sam, I am. I hope your appointment's going well, babe. Hey Andrea, Lisa, how you doing, love? Hey Shirley, dark and lovely. Thank y'all so much for coming over. Hey Ryan's life. I got you on big screen. So this is important stuff. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. I know it's weird like seeing me like on a bigger thing because I'm on a laptop now. Um, oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Kareem. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate y'all. And that was so sweet of y'all. Y'all donated to the challenge. That's so awesome. Thank y'all so much for y'all always supporting the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's so awesome. Hey, Tam, 99, Des, how y'all doing? All right. Oh, not until Monday. Okay, okay. All right. To be on StreamYard, you don't need to have no, you don't need to have 1,000 subs to be on StreamYard. Nope. And actually, you don't need 1,000 subs. If you have a desktop computer or a laptop, you don't need 1,000 subs to go live either. So either you can which I mean it's the same thing because you need a desktop or a laptop to use StreamYard. I did hear that you can use it on an iPad though, but I'm not sure. Hey the boys, how you doing, babe? If I ain't playing and then he was in the chat. Shit, I was like he was like, call me Ray. Did y'all see him in the chat? So yeah, so if you got a desktop or a laptop, then yeah, you can go live. You can go live either just regular or you can download StreamYard. And StreamYard is really good for, when you want to invite other people on your channel with you. You can invite up to 6 people at a time on your channel. And you'll see I at least got my eyebrows pretty much done. I'm gonna clean them up a little bit and we're gonna go ahead and get it in. So yeah, y'all. So my adoption story. All right. Um And see, I'm gonna tell y'all this about the adoption. Tam, me too. Me too. I have to figure out the StreamYard because I miss doing my life. Yes, yes, Sam. And actually it's very, very easy. I'm just retarded and I forgot to click live, go live, because it's not just like go live. Like you gotta like you basically you have the StreamYard, then they send you a code to log in. And then once you log in, you click your picture or whatever for you to be able to come on screen. And that's where I was at. That's where I was stuck at. And I'm thinking when I clicked for to add me to the stream, I was done and not even thinking like go live. I was going to the other channel to go share it. And I saw I wasn't live still. And I'm like, why ain't I live? Why can't y'all see me? And Molly was like, where you at? And yeah, I didn't click go live. So there's like a couple extra steps, but I mean, it's pretty much put in the code, click on yourself, and go live. So pretty easy. The chat shows up, but it does go away after a while. Like when you're live on another just regular, you can always go back up in the chat. Um, but so I'll try to keep up with the comments and stuff. It's sad if I has to go this far with. Yeah, it is very sad. And it's almost like what I was saying earlier, like tell your own story. Y'all got your own shit to tell. You know what I'm saying? Tell your own shit. You want to go and talk about somebody else's shit. You know what I'm saying? Tell your own. I hope that Ray drives Tree Dog right over the edge. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, I'm here for it. I'm here for it because you know what? Number one, it's not doxing because the person that's actually involved in the situation is the one giving the information. Hi, Jay, the one too. Hello, hon. Hey, Ryan's live. I need to learn that StreamYard. Yes, yes, hon, because Ryan's, you don't need 1,000 subs, hon. You just, if you got a laptop, or a desktop, just Google StreamYard. It'll have you set up an account. All you do is put in your email. That's all you do. And then they'll send you an email and you go in through there and they'll send you a code to you. Basically, once you to set up your account, you give them your YouTube channel or whatever. You tell them what you want to go live on, like what you want to use the app for. And yeah, and once you do that, then it's simple from there. You just come on when you're ready to come on. I don't know if that was really him in the chat. Yeah, I know 99. I was kind of side eyeing it too a little bit especially because Fi didn't give him too much. You know what I'm saying? Like give him too much. Like it seems like if it was really him, she may have conversed with him even more, than just saying, "Oh, he's in the chat." But so yeah, so we never know. But and there was somebody else in the chat saying that she got her Facebook or whatever and saying something else. So people are on her neck, and that's the thing. She got to understand, just like she got people sending her information, it's always somebody sending somebody information. You know what I'm saying? It's just, is it the right information, and what do you want to do with the information? Um, But yeah, so to go live on my phone, yeah, from your phone page. So from your phone, you have to have 1,000 subs or any mobile device. So a tablet, phone, you have to have 1,000 subs. But if you have a computer, like a regular desktop, or hey, no nonsense, babe, hey, Cookie. If you have a regular computer or a laptop, you don't need 1,000. Um, so as far as adoption goes, so number one, if you guys have channels, hey, Chosen Queen, yes, thank you. If you guys have channels, which I know a lot of you do, please just drop down, do a wave or, whatever you want to do. I know Sam I Am has a channel. Y'all know Chosen Queen. Who else is in here? Let me see. Ryan's live. I think she's gonna go ahead and get started. Paige. Um, Kareem is in here. Sam I Am is in here. Jay the one two is in here. I think Jay, do you do content? I'm not sure. Yolanda, didn't you say that you're doing content? The voice is here, yes. So hey Shay John. So yeah, you guys. So just go ahead and show each other some love. Cheryl, hey Cheryl, yes. So I would love for you guys to, go ahead and check each other's channels out. You never know, you will see some different content. Malika's inspirations, Candy Girl, yes, Candy Girl is hilarious. Malika's inspiration. Yep, this is my other one, no nonsense, babe. How you feeling, hun? Um, so yeah, go ahead, and I would love for you guys to check each other's channels out. Just find some different content, find things that make you feel good, find things that you take something good away from it, you learn something, whatever, it's something that's going to uplift you, something that's going to make your day better, that sort of thing. um that's what we want to do. We want to support that. Hey, Miss Lala. Hi, beautiful Alan. That's News 5A was talking about, was listed on the internet a couple of months ago about Tracy, Tree Dog husband beating her behind and him being in jail. Anybody can Google that. Yeah, yeah. Ryan. Yep, Ryan's life. Um, if you want any informational stuff about business stocks, follow Kareem. Yes, channel is good. Yes, you guys. Hey, Veronica, babe. Oh, no nonsense, babe. Oh my goodness. It seems like everybody, I don't want to say everybody getting sick, but my daughter, she's coming down with it. She running around here with tissue hanging out her nose because her nose keep running. But I hope you feel better, babe, real soon. Just you gotta get some rest, take care of yourself. I know you got stuff you gotta do, but yeah, so yeah, you guys, it's so much you guys, um we all should want to be streaming some income from a different source. Even if you have a great career, you may have a great career, and but it's still good. You always want to have more than one income. And Kareem's channel, he showed, he talks to you about business tips, and like Sam said, stocks and stuff like that. Just different ways to possibly, stream another income. And yeah, I mean that's always a great thing to do. So I definitely support channels like that because it's about being better, being comfortable, not struggling, not being worried about shit. Life is meant to be lived, not to be worrying all the damn time. So okay, Molly. So yeah, y'all. So please support each other's channels because there's so many great content creators who bring different things, teaching you things. When you hear people speak and you hear their thought process and just different things that they choose to share with the world, we always learn something. It's always so great to see how other people view things and think of things, hear people's stories, their way of doing things or stuff like that. So, there's so much more out here than what we indulge in a lot on here. Okay. So especially myself, there's so much more, that can really, make us better in the long run. Cause this other stuff ain't got shit to do with making us better. But, so the topic, adoption, you guys now see the one thing about this story, I will tell you guys is that I haven't even had the conversation with my children. Okay. I haven't even had this conversation with my kids. And my kids are older, as y'all know. A lot of times when you are, and not saying they don't know, because they do know, I just haven't sat down with them. You're welcome, Ryan. Thank you for being here, babe. They've added more signatures now. Let's get, oh, yes. Oh, thank you so much for everybody who signed. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Wow. Hmm. Candy girl, you know what? I appreciate you so much. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. My headspace when I made that decision, number one, I found out the how many months I was, and I'm just gonna say because I am pro-choice, okay? I don't down anybody for any decision that they choose to make because everybody's situation is different. I feel like people are individuals, and I feel like we should all be allowed to make our own decisions, okay? And I'm saying that to say that I am pro-choice, okay? I was a teenager, all right? I was very young, had no business, being pregnant, but I was, okay? And so when I found out, it was at a routine doctor's appointment, and I was so far along that abortion wasn't an option, all right? Not that I knew of. And not that money would be available for. I didn't have any. Okay. The dad, he wouldn't have agreed to that. Um, so I when the lady came in there, when I did the P test, and the lady came in there and told me that, I said right then I was giving her up for adoption. Well, I didn't know her, him, whatever. Um, but anyway, it was my choice at that moment. As soon as I found out that that was what I was going to do. Um, and the reason why is because, like I said, number one, I was so young. The way that I grew up, my main focus as far as my education was to graduate high school and to further my education. That was always my focus because the way that my life was, number one, nobody in my family did it. Number two, I and I'm sorry, I'm looking for my stuff. But number two, I felt like that was gonna be my way out. Hey, just I know you're good on this side, hon. I know I haven't got you together on the other one yet. Old were you when this happened? Sorry, just got here. That's okay, babe. I was 14 when I had her, 13 when I got pregnant. Um, and the thing is that, it was my first time, like my first time having intercourse. I got pregnant, and I found out so long after that, like I said, abortion wasn't an option. I knew for a fact that I was going to give her up for adoption, because my goal was to uh, graduate and further my education and have a decent life that I wasn't able to provide myself while I was growing up. And so that was always, my goal in school. I was always a great student. I was always, an A student. Loved school, loved to learn. I was a badass in school for the most part in my younger years, but I damn sure did well in my academics. Oh, Sam. And found out- you get a phone for your channel. April's Angels need a. Yep, I actually, Candy Girl, we do have our conference call. I do have that now. I touch on current topics, keeping us and our kids safe and budget-friendly items. I will also be speaking on perinatal topics. Okay, Lala, yay! Okay, so Lala doing her channel. Yeah, those yeah, the guys, they they make you sicker than hey, love bug. They make you sick, in my opinion. Um, and I let him be adopted by his godparents. That's so awesome. It's so awesome. And because I don't know everyone. Yeah, I don't know everybody's situation. April at doctor's appointment, I was 15 and had him on my birthday at 16. Oh my goodness. Yes. So thank you, no nonsense. You was 15. So, hey Jewel, thank you, babe. Yeah, I was a kid myself. And at the end of the day, hey Pam, thank you so much, babe. I um when I was 16, came out pregnant. I gave birth at 16 when I came out pregnant again. I'm not, no judgment here, babe. Thank you, Crackhead Willie. Hey, Loyalty, babe. Girl, don't play with me. Don't play with me, Loyalty. You know me, girl. You know me. That's why I watch you, Miss April, even though I stay in the bushes because you're so positive and you stay true to yourself. Keep pushing. God is not through blessing you. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Lisa. And I was young, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm not having no baby right now. It won't be me. And where I'm from, it's so crazy. In junior high, there was a girl. She had twins. She had twins in our junior high school. Hey, Gemini babe, thank you. And it was the best thing. Hi, Kay. Hey, Miss B Town. And it was the best thing for her. It was the best thing for her. It was a closed adoption. All right. I was able to pick out a family, and that's what I did. Um, they came and got her the day after I left the hospital. And the thing is that I haven't even had this conversation with my children yet. And it's kind of like, when things like this are very touchy and, you want your kids to be old enough to understand. You want your kids to be old enough to handle the situation, or, and that sort of thing. And my kids are old enough now, and my kids do know. They don't know from me. They know because of other people talking about it, like my mother, and their dad has told them about it and stuff, which, I've had my issues with that because I just felt like they were out of line. Because especially because it wasn't said in a good place, it wasn't coming from a good place. And I just felt like that's not their place to, not my mother or my kid's dad, is not their place to be telling my story. You know what I'm saying? But that's how my kids found out. And so it is what it is. And so they have asked me questions like my oldest daughter, I even think that my oldest daughter has been even trying to find her. I told my 12-year-old I would tell him about why his brother wasn't okay. Yep. Because you want them to be old enough to be able to take in the information and understand, the different levels of emotions and stuff like that, when you have to make a decision like that. And, so I'm not, I can't say what age would be appropriate because, like, my kids are older, and I just still haven't done it. And that could be part of me being like kind of like scary a little bit. It could be that, because, I mean, number one, I'm not like I'm emotional, but I'm not, and then again, I'm not. Like I'm kind of the type of person that I kind of don't express emotions very much, you know. I didn't grow up with, all this emotion and love and stuff like that. I was, I pretty much suppressed emotion a lot. And so I'm sensitive. I need to say I'm sensitive, but I'm not like an emotional person. Um, it was closed. It was closed, Sam. Um, yeah, loyalty. Listen, girl, I was 27, recent college grad, and I still wasn't ready. Kids change your whole life. I still call my mom for advice. Being a parent is no easy task, period. You right about that, babe. You right about that. And so what I did is, they give you the option to, like, either you can keep your information hidden so that the child can't find you, or you can leave your information open so that they can find you if they choose to look for you later in life. And so I did choose to, keep my information open to her, and I signed papers and stuff like that so that if she chose to come and look for me, she's able to do so. I haven't looked for her. No, I haven't. And the reason why is because, to keep it all the way real, um, I'm just not at a place in my life still today where I feel like I would want to meet her. I just don't feel like, um, I don't feel like this is who I want to be when she meets me. You know what I'm saying? But it could be any day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she could just pop up any day, or she could never pop up. It can happen both ways. And I'm pretty much prepared for either one, you know? So I do wish that, Kay. I do wish that. Um, I really wasn't with my parents at that time. I was living with my grandmother, and my dad was there for them. He was kind of in and out, like, because I was living with his mother. He was kind of in and out the house. And yeah, around that time, I was kind of like, yeah, no, I don't think the pregnancy would have occurred anyway. It was just that I really didn't have any real guidance or any real, basically my rules were just be in the house by a certain time. It wasn't like nobody talked to me about anything. It wasn't no talk about nothing, no talk about life, period. It's just like you just there. You just there. Now after I had the baby, you have doctor's appointments and stuff like that. So I had a follow-up appointment, your 6-week follow-up appointment. And the doctor talked to me about birth control, and she gave me birth control because I said, yeah, and she gave me pills. And my mama went off on the doctor, went off, because by this time I was with my mother, um, and went off on the doctor and took the pills and hid them. And I'm not saying it's nobody's fault because nobody made me do anything, but I ended up pregnant again, a year later. Because now by this time I was with my mom living on another side of town. I ended up meeting my kids' dad, my 3 kids' dad that they're all by the same guy. I met him, um, teenager still, and ended up having my daughter, my oldest daughter. And after that, I went on birth control, and I was on birth control for no 5 years. I think 5 years, 4 years, 4 or 5 years. I was on birth control, and then I got off. And as soon as I got off, I got pregnant with my middle daughter. But when I got my mom want me to get the depot shot. I blew up almost 400 pounds. Had to get off. Yes. Oh my goodness, Paige. That depot shot. Yep, that's what I was on, girl, and I was on it, and it's not meant for you to be on for a long period of time like that. So like the last year I was on it, I gained 50 pounds. I did good pretty much the whole time I was on it, but yeah, that last year I was fat as hell. Okay, and I got off. Yep, that's good for that. You are prepared. God got you ready. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I never had the birds and bees, no STD, no pregnancy talk, none of those talks, none of them. And that's why I talk to my kids. That's why I make it my business to have open dialogue with my 15-year-old. Oh my goodness, the pretty mortician. When my oldest turned 15, I was so on her butt. Like, I was so on her. I was scared to death that she was going to be pregnant because that's the age that I had her. And I don't know, it was just something about that age. But I've always talked to my kids. What, Pac-Man? I've talked to my kids, even still now, like, yes, I'm talking to my kids. I talk to them about just relationships, period, people, period, the world, period. Like, I just talk to them, and of course that includes relationships, sex, and all of that stuff. Because, the point is that, you can't make your children do or be exactly who you want them to be, but at least you can give them the information and the tools. Did you meet the adopted parents beforehand? No, I didn't. No, I wasn't able to meet them beforehand. Like, I was able to get information about them. I was able to kind of like um see a little bit of their home, like the outside of it. Just kind of get their background and stuff like that. And but I wasn't able to see them, and I wasn't able to, meet them or anything like that, see pictures of them or anything like that. And, part of that was precaution for, like, they don't want you to come later and, either you start stalking them, stalking the baby and stuff, or, you come back later, change your mind, all that kind of stuff. So did what was better for you and yourself. Never, yeah, and I don't feel guilty. And that's the thing. Like, that's why I say, like, I'm good with my decision. I mean, as soon as I found out, like, my decision was to give her up for adoption. My life I wasn't properly being taken care of. Why would I bring a baby into that? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, yeah, I did make the decision to be pregnant, but I no, I wasn't bringing a baby into that situation, and it just was what it was. And I made that decision at what? I was 13 years old, you know? And it just is what it is. Um, I have not met her yet. I don't know what she looks like. I don't know, where she's at. Um, you know, I don't know any of that. I held her one time. I held her after I had her. Um, They kept me on a different floor. They put me on a surgery floor after I gave birth just because, they just said that they thought it was better for the mental or whatever, um, for adoption mothers. And so, but they brought her to me. They asked me, did I want to hold her? And so I held her. She was a fat, juicy baby. She had purple eyes. She was a pretty baby, head full of hair, you know, beautiful. And that was it. Yes, I gave her a chance to have a better life than I had. Not only a better life that I had, but a way better life than I could have gave her. Number one, and that's when I ended up going to stay with my mother, because my grandmother and my granddaddy, they would have made me keep her. They were going to make me keep her. They weren't going to allow me to give her up. And that's just something they didn't believe in. They don't believe in abortions. They don't believe in whatever. And I think it's more of money than anything. I think they were probably looking at it like that could have been another source of income, another kid. Um, that's how I was looking at it, but no, like, no. So, yep, purple eyes. She was beautiful. And I bet she's beautiful now. And I feel like if I ever met her, like seen her somewhere or something, I feel like I would know that who she is and stuff like that. And I just hope that, if I ever do come across her, I am just right. You know, I mean, because like I'm not a bad person, I'm a beautiful person. Um, but I mean, if you choose to give your child up for adoption, that's supposed to be so that they not only have a better life, but so that hopefully you're going to do what's right for your life too. And I haven't done that. I haven't done that. I pretty much became a statistic of my circumstance. And um, I would hope that when, if I ever come across her or meet her, that, I'm not that anymore. And not saying that, because I have other children that I actually raise and take care of, and they're good kids, and they're smart and they're doing well and everything. And so, not saying that, oh, I can't meet her until I'm all the way good in life or whatever, and they have to be here with me, through it all. But just saying that, hopefully that the purpose in me, you know, um, hoping that she's raised well, but better by somebody else, that it served its purpose, and that I did work on myself, and it just wasn't in vain. But even with her having a good life growing up and stuff, it would still be worth it, whether if I didn't do what I was supposed to do in my life or not, it would still be worth it because her life would have been a good one. So you did what was best for you, best, and you left your information open. I wonder if she knows you want to see her. Do you know her name? She's grown now. You can reach out if you want to. I don't know her name. I chose not to name her because I was told that they change your name anyway. They change their name usually anyway, so I didn't name her. Thank you, Jazz. And so thank you, Malika. Yes, Bama girl. Y'all will cross paths when the time is right. Yep, yep. Got pregnant with my son because I was rebelling. My mom was not wanting me to see my boyfriend, so I intentionally got pregnant by him so that she couldn't keep us apart. Oh wow. You'll meet her one day. hmm Like my mom now, I started to talk when my son was 2, and I have not stopped talking. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, yes, yes. She will be proud of you regardless. Your heart is amazing. Thank you. You got to talk to the babies. You got to talk to them, because at least you instilled the information in them. I do believe she will understand your circumstances and why you gave her up for adoption. Yeah, I hope so, because it can go different ways. They can feel a way. Um, but, like I wrote a letter to her and stuff, not knowing if she was really going to get it or not, but I did write a letter. And, to just tell her, the reason that I made the decision that I made and that sort of thing or whatever. So, I mean, I did that. I talked to her a little bit about her dad. Um, and yeah, so, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm good with it, and I just hope that she is too, because, the last thing that I would want is for her to feel like wasn't wanted. I would hate for her to feel like she wasn't wanted because that's damn sure not the truth. That's not the truth. If I was able to keep her, if it was a different time in my life, of course I would. And some people look at it like, well, you had another one so soon after, and oh yay, Paige. And but it was a totally different situation, a different living situation, a different relationship type. Um, it was damn it. It was just different. Damn it! Now I took some of my stuff off. The relationship was different. I was yeah, I was different, but there was sitter, there was somebody available to make sure that I could go to school. That was my main thing, I promise. Like that was my main thing. My mother had even scheduled an abortion when I got pregnant again. Oh yeah. She just told me I had an appointment, and I go to this appointment and it's a damn abortion consultation. And I was sitting there like, what? I'm not getting no abortion. Girl, this is a CC cream. That stuff was not supposed to link up. Thank you, y'all. Like, but yeah, I was like, oh no, I'm not. Hey, why is it this stuff? I don't know. I'm trying to mix it. It's separating for whatever reason. Girl. Oh my goodness. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. And then she was like, I'm not, da, 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 whatever. And, da, da. And then the place where we was having the consultation at, it was like a school for, like basically like teenagers, like that's being put out of their parents' home or whatever, or their guardian's home, like, and stuff like that. And so she was telling me I was gonna have to live there, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, hey Ariel, how you doing, babe? Ariel has a channel, y'all. Now this stuff don't squirt out right this time. Okay, there it go. But yeah, no, I ain't gonna put no more. I was just like, lady, what is you doing? I'm not about to know. Woo, she tried to set me up, y'all. Woo, Stank, what do you want? No, I already let you out. Go on now. I gotta hurry up. What time is it? Oh, oh, shoot. Dang, y'all. That time be going fast. Time be going fast. All right. Well, y'all, looks like I gotta go. Thank you. Thank you, Candy Babe. And that's the crazy part. Like I said, I hadn't even had this conversation with my kids yet. I haven't told them the story. Here go one of them behind me now. But they have asked about it and, heard stuff from their dad and my mom. And so it's like for a stranger on YouTube to want to tell my story, it's like, girl, no. Nope. You can't tell my story better than me, and you can't make me feel bad about nothing that I've done because anything that I've ever done in my life has been for
Somebody said, "What the crap I just got here?"
for betterment. I know, Aria. I'm sorry, babe. I gotta go drop her off. Y'all see she hawking me. So that's it, y'all. So just to make it snappy. Oh yeah, y'all. So that's it. And I'm gonna sit down and have a talk with my kids, but I know my oldest daughter, she told me that she was looking for or whatever. She wants to meet her, and that's all fine with me. Like she has that right. There's a sibling out there in the world. I still have contact with the dad. Like he done been in and out of prison and stuff like that since then. But I mean, I still like we keep in contact on social media and stuff. He doesn't live in my state no more. But I mean, nobody's mad at each other. There's no nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just life, and you just live your life and you move on. You know what I'm saying? And you just try to be better than you were before. That's all you can do at the end of the day. So all right, y'all. Well, I will definitely see y'all. Hey, Light Bright. Thank you, babe. I hope you feeling good, babe. She probably loved her grandbaby down once she was born. My mom went through the same with me. My grandma says I'm her favorite, LOL, but she wasn't happy when my mom pregnant at 16. Right. And see, my mom, she went through it. Okay. She went through it when I made that decision. Like she had a hard time with the adoption. She had a hard time with it. And she still to this day, she don't talk to me about it. And it's just because I'm just good with stuff. I'm just like, this is what I chose to do and this is what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, can you start the cry back? And I'm coming out. Um, but
I'm taking my 10 steps Friday morning.
oh, tomorrow, Friday.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So yeah, so she had a hard time, and birthday comes around, all of that kind of stuff. She, uh, but I mean, I don't know. And then too, I was so young, so I mean, I'm kind of like there's so much of my life that I've blocked out as well, but I'll talk to y'all about that too because there's a lot of part of my life that I just couldn't remember if I wanted to. Underneath that basket of clothes on the chair. All right, y'all, let me go so I can get this girl to work on time. Okay, no nonsense. I will, babe. And you know what? And okay, so I love y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing day. Sorry I didn't get finished. Okay. I'll see y'all later, okay? Bye-bye.